A dearth in morals and emotional stability in the home has always been at the root of many societal ills. Such social misdemeanor include petty thefts, often evolving into armed robbery, kidnapping, rape, and so on. When such aggressive behavior is exhibited in a young child in a dysfunctional home, there is the tendency that the behavior will be overlooked. In most situations, the child takes this aggressive behavior out of the home to school and the playground. Bullying is unwanted aggressive behavior that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. It is the use of force, threat, or coercion to abuse, intimidate, or aggressively dominate others. The behavior is often repeated and habitual. Behaviors used to assert such domination can include verbal harassment or threats, physical assault or coercion, and such acts may be directed repeatedly towards particular targets. Rationalizations for such behavior sometimes include differences of social class, race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, appearance, behavior, personality, strength, size, and ability. A bullying culture can develop in any context in which humans interact with each other. This includes school, family, the workplace, home, and neighborhood. Bullying can be classified into individual bullying, physical bullying, verbal bullying, relational bullying, cyberbullying, and collective bullying. Some motives behind bullying include envy and resentment. While some bullies are arrogant and have inflated egos, they can use bullying as a tool to conceal shame, anxiety, and boost self-esteem by demeaning others. Other factors such as personality disorders, depression, as well as a quick or hot temper have been identified as traits and things that influence bullying. A combination of antisocial traits and depression is found to be the best predictor of youth violence, whereas video game violence and television violence exposure are not predictive of these behaviors. A victim of bullying is likely to be aggressive, lack social skills, think negative thoughts, experience difficulties in solving social problems, and be noticeably rejected and isolated by peers. Victims often have characteristics such as being physically weak, as well as being easily distraught emotionally. They may also have physical characteristics that make them easier targets for bullying, such as being overweight. No child is born a bully or is born with the attributes of being an easy target for bullying. The physical environment, and especially the immediate environment the child grows in, plays a vital role in any child's upbringing. So, watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, they become action. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character.
I was back in the days in secondary school when the senior student will come to the school, then giving us some certain things that we are supposed to do. Why? Then they will implement it as well. Then on the other hand, they will start punishing us as if we are meant to be punished, while the law of the school do not authorize such authority to be taking place.
Okay, I'm Irene Joseph and I've never been bullied before. Back then in my secondary school, I was bullied by my seniors, who I bought something and she was like trying to get it from me. At first I was kind of angry. I wanted to fight back. But you know, our principal, she will not hear from my side because she's my senior. I have to obey her, stuff like that. So I have to calm down. So as a small boy, they told him to go and get something of 1,000, something worth 1,000, but it was the money they gave me was just 200. When I was in nursery school,
What happened?
I had these two classmates, boys, they're actually guys, and they're very stubborn. When they want to get something from me, like my snacks, they bullied and got it from me.
No, actually, that was when I was still a little boy. That was when my mom used to do things like that. So.
Okay. That was in secondary school. Maybe when a senior gives you punishment to carry out, or sometimes you were supposed to do something in school and the seniors are asked to punish you. I think that's just the bully I've gone through. The senior punishes you, or the senior is interested in you, in school, and maybe asks you out and you don't accept, you get more punishment or you get more punished than the other people. Exception of that, no.
I think it was in secondary school, junior secondary per se. The person was not really bright, he wasn't that intelligent. So those that were more intelligent were kind of picking on him most of the time and making him feel inferior.
Bullying is the use of force or threat or coercion to abuse or intimidate or aggressively dominate other people. Bullying affects not just the person being bullied, it affects everybody. It affects the individual being bullied, it affects the person that bully, and it also affects the bystander, that is somebody that is watching the process of bullying. So I can say that for the person that is being bullied, it has adverse effects on the person. If somebody is constantly bullied, it can lead to some mental health problems. It can lead to depression. It can make the person that is bullied to be depressed. It can also increase the level of anxiety. Anxiety, when it becomes very high, it can affect that individual. Not only that, it can even make the person to indulge into drug usage. Using that is drug abuse. It can also make that person to have sleepless night. Each time he or she remembers that he is going to be bullied, that person may not be able to sleep. It can also affect even the eating habit of that particular individual. What I mean by eating habit, and when it can make an individual to lose appetite to eat, and it can also make an individual to go into excessive eating. Not only that, also bullying can also make the individual that is being bullied, if it is within the school environment, it can make that individual to begin to absent him or herself from the activities he enjoys. If the person is the type that enjoys sports, for example, or enjoys reading in the library, just remembering that he's going to see or meet the person that usually bully, that person may not enjoy those activities again. That person may stop going to the sports. That person can also stop even attending classes, and that person can also stop so many things that the person intend doing. It can lead to truancy. It can even, the overall effect of it is that it can even cause dropout for that particular individual that is being bullied. And if you look at the person that is bullying somebody also, okay, it can affect the GPA of that individual. For example, when somebody is constantly being bullied, that person will not be happy. That person will be lonely. That person will be very sad and depressed. And then it can now result to what we call distortion of thought process. Learning is a relatively permanent change in behavior as a result of experience. So these armed robbers, these people that you see in the prison serving one punishment, I don't think prison is the answer to the problem of this country. What is the answer is to see how we can meet the needs of these students and also to dialogue with them. Also, there is need for counseling, therapy. We need to give therapeutic, some of these people that are already harmed by bullying, they will be having some effect. So there's need for us to establish some clinical laboratories where these things can be treated. Those that are the offenders and those that have been offended, and even those that are watching these things, they can listen and they can be counseled and encouraged so that bullying can be minimized to the dearest minimum.
Like we've heard from members of the public and also an expert, bullying can take its toll on anybody. Be careful how your children behave in the house, and also parents, be very careful the way you treat your children and people that live with you in the house. It's still Good Morning Cross River Monday. Enjoy the rest of the show.